episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. We're now on Onderon. Let's see what we have to do here.
It's been a while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your profits as well. It must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone.
What's been going on?
Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. It's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoints are everywhere.
Any news on the blockade?
Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. Tensions are running high. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even slower. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly if I were you, friend. Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. They're priceless right now.
Priceless.
If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse.
How's the situation here on Onderon?
There's strict food and water rationing, and General Vaclu's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents. Bombing's very common.
What we going
If you want to leave the planet, you need...
Oops. That's not what I meant. Sorry, understand I'll be going...
Certainly.
Hit the wrong button.
Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport.
General Vaclu was an underground resistance leader during...
What do you know about Izzy? Whoops. Hit the wrong buttons. What do you know about the Queen and the General? I think so. What you got? See. Anything of interest? Did I just... Whoops. Oh well. Yeah. Let's see. No. Good. Good enough. Something's not right.
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian merchant?
Why do you
These
ask?
beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches, so the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. Our settlements prospered, but now...
Who are you?
I am a beast rider. I have flown great distances gathering the animals you see here.
We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through the Space Force's searches so that we can sell them.
Tell me what
Our
these
people
guys-
have been here for centuries, though we were not always one with the wilds of Onderon. In ancient times, our people were criminals, prisoners who were cast out of Isis and sentenced to die by the beasts in the wilds. But our ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companions. We fought endlessly with Isis for resources and survival. But 2 generations ago, an Isis princess named Gallia and a great beast rider hero, Oron Kira, married. They united our peoples. But now things are unraveling. Even the beasts can smell it in the air.
How are they?
Many beast riders have fallen to the city ways, and some are now no more than common thugs. Queen Talia and her cousin General Vaklu argue in open councils. The beasts stir from the changes in the wind and cannot be calmed, and we beast riders find it harder to enter the city each day.
Why is it harder to enter the city?
No one is to leave the city without the starport visas. It chokes passage in and out of Isis.
Why, they want your beast?
Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The surface was completely destroyed. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos, but their merchants are stalled by the blockade.
Your beasts seem rusty.
They have been kept in their cages for a long time, but yet at times I feel as if something else is affecting them, frightening them. Perhaps it is the city itself. Isis has fallen upon dark times, and tensions run high in the streets.
Why do you have so many?
These beasts you see here are for delivery to Telos,
Yeah,
but the
that's-
Republic
that's nice.
vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches, so the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting for their ships. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still
Yes,
fill the
just a
city.
repeat.
For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity.
I think that's pretty much it.
Calm. Calm.
What? Run! The bomber is out of control!
No, that was unfortunate. I was seeing if I could buy him, but I wasn't able for it.
I don't know what to say. I had heard stories, but I assumed that they were fledgling riders, or simply tales that grow in the telling. Not since my first Drexel have I lost control of a beast. I apologize profusely. Here, I give you these credits for the danger I put you in.
Something's not right here.
The beasts grow more agitated by the day. The stories say that the smoldering fires of city politics cast a smoke they can smell and breathe. They revert to their primal instincts.
As you've just seen, when they get that way, not even a skilled beast rider can control them. As soon as I leave here, I will talk with my family. There is much to be discussed.
Thanks for your credits, they aren't necessary.
Please keep them. It salves the shame my beast's behavior has brought me.
I'll be going.
Halt, off-worlder. You'll have to answer some questions before you go into the city. What is your business on Isis?
I'll just do force persuade. I don't think my business is any of your concern.
I don't think your business is any concern of mine.
Although using your power in such a way is tempting, I would caution against it. Small surrenders lead to greater ones.
While you're at it, tell him to forget he ever saw us. Could be useful.
Not only is your business not my concern, I can't seem to remember why I'm holding you up.
Let's just leave it go. Then may I go?
You're free to go. Don't lose your Starport visa, otherwise you won't be leaving for a long while.
Let's hurry this up. I want him escorted out of here quickly.
This is outrageous. I'm not a spy. I'm a journalist for Isis Calm.
You're a Republic spy, and your propaganda will be silenced. We are taking you back to our barracks for interrogation.
But, well, you can't be serious. You accuse me of propaganda? I have proof that Vaklu is withholding information on the so-called Republic.
One more word of treason out of you. What are you looking at? This is none of your business.
Please, sir, help me. Vaklu's troops won't listen. I'm just a journalist, not a spy.
What's going on?
This spy has been using his position as a journalist to spread lies and dissent among our people. No doubt he's been up to other treasonous activity as well.
But that's just crazy. I was a member of the Resistance. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars.
Yes, and your disloyalty now deeply sickens me.
Do you have any sort of warrant?
A warrant? General Vaklu passed an edict giving the military broad authority to detain and question anyone suspected of treasonous activity. It was specifically meant for us to pick up spies like this before they could leave Isis or go underground.
Do you have any sort of proof?
That is classified military information.
Of course it is. How many other journalists are being rounded up?
I don't have time to answer your barbed questions, off-worlder.
You're violating the man's right, I'm sure. That is the story will get.
Men, let him go. We'll be back with a court order. Then we'll take him to the barracks. And you should watch yourself. You don't want to be known for siding with people like him.
I don't know how to thank you. I'm getting out of Isis now. Eventually they'll come back for me. After that, I have a feeling no one will hear from me again. Thank you.
You're probably right.
I'm Captain Galisi, off-worlder. If you want to pass here, I'll need to see your starport visa. Everything seems in order. You're cleared to go.
Okay, let's probably go back where I was.
Please, Captain, help me. My children and I are desperate to get off of Onderon. Do you have an open starport visa? My husband was killed by General Vaklu's troops. Our home was seized, and we were cast out. We have seen many wars on Isis, and I know war is coming. I want to spare my children from bloodshed.
And since you're not telling me something...
I've told you our story. Please, won't you help us?
If you expect me to help you, tell me the truth.
My husband, he was part of the Isis Council. He was a strong supporter of the Queen and the Republic. His views weren't always popular. Over time, he became convinced that Vaklu was trying to kill Queen Talia. He tried to kill Vaklu, to protect the Queen. The conspiracy was discovered, and he was shot during the arrest. What he did was wrong, and our life has been so difficult since then. I just want to get off this planet and start a new life. Please, help us. No one else will.
Let's see what I can do.
You have the look of someone used to adversity, a cut above the rabble around here. I have a business proposition for you. Everyone around here begs and pleads night and day for open starport visas. Very touching how well they act out their lies. Or truths. It doesn't matter, really. What does matter is credits. Hard currency. I offer you 2,000 credits if you find an open starport visa. You won't find a better deal.
Probably not. What can you tell me about this?
Ask someone who cares about that. ISIS has suffered for many years. The strongest of us are accustomed to it now.
What will you do?
Does it matter? Truly matter? No. I have no sad story. I just know people who will pay a great deal for an open starport visa. The credits are your share of my profits. The visas are very rare, but I have a feeling you may come across one.
We'll be going. Okay, neat. Vendor to red.
In the Council of Lords today, Lord Dashiell recommended a special commendation for Colonel Tobin due to his brilliant command of our armada in the skies above Onderon. Without him, Lord Dashiell said, the Republic attack would surely have done more damage. Tobin is one of ISIS's greatest heroes and deserves recognition.
No. Sounds like propaganda to me.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you?
Maybe some of these cages right here.
Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the Beast Riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays, and because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis.
What's that tower?
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the Beast Riders that lived outside the city. Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their Beast Riders.
What's a Drexel?
A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates. Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them years ago.
Wow. What's your opinion?
That's a long story. You sure you have the time? Most people don't care for an old soldier spinning a tale or two.
Okay.
Someone else who likes history, huh? All right. Isis was formed pretty much at the dawn of our civilization. It was born out of necessity. It protected us from the dangerous beasts that litter Onderon. This city is as old as our civilization. Most of our technology was invented to fortify these walls and protect us. For ages, our worst criminals were cast out of the city to an almost certain death. It wasn't completely certain, though. Some of the criminals figured out how to survive out there. They learned how to tame the native beasts, and it wasn't long before they turned their attention to Isis.
Beast Riders aren't your enemies anymore. What happened?
About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the Beast Riders, Orin Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars. By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people.
After all that time you just made them.
It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict. There's an uneasiness between our people. The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who are no better than thugs.
Let's see, can I ask you something?
Certainly,
else?
things are quiet right now. I have some time. What do you want to talk about?
There's a lot of soldiers.
These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements.
Can you tell me about the trials?
I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Ask around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it. Times are too complex for a simple soldier like myself. Sometimes I made the mistake of answering questions honestly. If you say anything bad about a superior officer, they call that disrespecting the rank. Do that too many times and it's not long before you're a civilian.
What else can I talk to about ISIS?
The politics of the day is probably the most talked about subject in the city, and everyone wants to share their particular view of what's going on. Opinions are like Giska around here. They breed like mad.
Well, I don't think...
Gladly. This is a topic I'd much rather avoid.
Nope, that's it.
Stay out of trouble.
I make no promises. Soldier.
Please tell me you're an off-worlder. You came from the spaceport, right? But this is good news. You have a starport visa, right? I can only sell my best weapons if you have that. These soldiers ensure that I don't forget these formalities.
Watch it, Keg. The captain already has enough complaints about you.
No need to be alarmed, my foreign friend. Pay the soldier no heed. Pretend he isn't here.
Let's see what you got.
There must come a time when the Queen bows to the will of the people. The Republic has brought nothing but war and death. In our 50 years of flying their colors, we have had more war than the past millennia. Back General Vaklu in his effort to make her see reason. We do not need the Republic. They need our resources, our world, and our blood. For all that we have given, now we get nothing. The Republic is weak and falling apart. Its Jedi, whose fallen brethren have brought such misery to us, have disbanded. Let's be the first world to take our future into our hands. Are you with me?
Surely the Republic's done something in return for you.
No, they take from us. They are like Minox, sucking energy and resources from so many worlds. They bleed us for their bureaucracy and their excesses.
That's enough, Ponlar. If you keep this up, you're going to spend time in detention. You're coming awfully close to treason.
You can't silence me forever, soldier. But I'll keep my peace. For now.
Interesting. I don't think that did anything.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Okay.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujutu yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma.
Mogachi norta hirembe wanachik. Kaki mogo grabo. Drum pabanakaras mangra. Kalalavadumba kompaile mokata.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
What do you think of the Queen?
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalitva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananhansata.
I don't know much about the general. Oop, something's going on. My game crashing. Nope.
Tarachomo sincho kavavolpa muliji gumanarminta barawamba michedos. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananhansata.
Something's weird's happening with this.
Hondolal no saga, drum pabanakaras mangra.
Who do you trust more?
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa kankidora. Yasora ku tuka ulwanji yumalithva. Shanek ma winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Variki, mangra, do cha skrini do pat. Slime non quahiriti, criscorcia winti sei mesoto. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananhansata.
Dawancha mori konsova. Mawani dinchori kitsodu sobarenwa. Dorchine sobawata.
Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone.
I'm gonna go with trusting your leader.
Kawana bota ayuka taigwa
Although I don't believe in
ku
blind
tuka
trust.
ulwanji yumalithva.
Trust
Shanek
will
ma
verify.
winbok lelenko sobaramwe.
Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune.
Okay. That's okay. I'll get some over here.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only. Stay clear of here, Offworlder.
Where's the sky ramp?
The sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself. No civilians are allowed past this point.
Let me speak to someone in charge.
I'm the one in charge here, Offworlder. If you try to get past me, then you'll have the entire ISIS garrison on you in seconds.
It's important. Must see somebody in the palace.
There's no chance of that, Offworlder. The palace is locked down tight, and only authorized personnel are allowed in. I am Captain Bastuco. I have served loyally in the Onderon military for 20 years.
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian Wars, right?
I was a soldier when the Mandalorians took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years after.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians never gave ground to any Onderon soldier.
Such a view could be considered treason. Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. Without General Vaklu, the Republic would have fallen.
What do you think of the general?
The Wall is
Oops.
the barrier between
Sorry.
ISIS and the
Did the
Onderon
wall.
wilderness. For hundreds of years, we
Yeah, I
kept the
clicked
city
the wrong
free
button
of
now.
beasts and beast rider scum. The greatest honor for an officer is to serve on the Wall. Many aspire to the post, but few are worthy of it.
Okay, now let's do the general.
General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command. He kept the Resistance alive when the Mandalorians were destroying our world. The Wall,
the wall
the
again.
greatest...
Why aren't you on the wall?
I was requested to guard the sky ramp in the merchant quarter.
You don't sound too pleased with your boss.
My personal feelings on the matter are irrelevant. I received an order, and I carried it out.
What's
the sky ramp leads to the battlements, and this particular ramp leads straight to the palace itself.
Yep, got that.
I'm the one.
Okay, I'll be going. I gotta push the issue. Don't always want to use force persuade. Might not work.
Tinachara, Graracha, Ganowiso, Totorando Kani, Terando Nash, we wanna hot.
Hey y'all, Mojin here. Just to remind you, if you like what you're currently seeing, please subscribe, hit that like button, hit the bell for future notifications, leave a comment, and share with your friends. Please enjoy the rest of the show.
Ragichi sa, Donasinto Norokipa Shakani, Ragichi sa, Donasinto Norokipa Shakani, Dakosha Nichotolo, Punta Chakorzo Waman. Gotashjuna rananashani, visitisa cholok, Jumkarantaka, chonobograwe, Tatiya bahasan shan, Honka
Hear about them? I don't think you know what you're doing.
Prepare yourself.
No one crosses me and lives.
Only knocked a few.
Let us test.
So far, they're not doing well.
This will teach you.
Well, they did do some damage. I'll give them that. Not much, but some. Do a level up. Skills, of course. Can't do that. That's all done. Let's do that one. Do a save. Okay. Make sure there's no loot. Not seeing any. Send everything over here. I think there's a way around, maybe. No.
A lot of credits to be made around here lately.
Have any work that needs to be done?
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skills.
I am 1B8D, an automated droid vendor. I have in stock a variety of quality droid components, no refunds, and no haggling. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Let's see what you got. Do I need that? We'll buy it just in case. I think I need the chassis though. No. Salvager.
This is Dagon Gent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here.
Where is he?
A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them.
What tower?
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to. If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Is this place we can get into? Looks like it. Okay. I don't know.
Tonos imaragith, wanara korachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata.
What do you want?
Kawacho simu poendo rakawa ichirendumo para makawana abawasi. You kroren wan mapusiti nolara. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrecto natada ber mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. In Wamagro, may rangana noruta. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. In Wamagro, may rangana noruta.
Sintatita krom. Doci pato non è noto? Malampro tarawanji casa samcha barda guatasha contia chama umbrata chiwas.
Talk to you about the murder.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
What exactly is your line of business?
Chone mulera, tonkinge ba nogjansaka nikaraska, tancha nik de mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Mungachi norta imbre wanachike, drumba bambwa, kontichan munka, kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata.
Do you know Dagon?
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Let's talk about something else.
Tonghite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawatone ruta.
What do you know about the city?
Mungachi norta imbre wanachike. Drumba bambwa. Kontichan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata.
Let's see. Did I already talk to him about the murder? I don't think I did.
Monsikuno bosh tunabug samina nung forote mitisi mingro agorunto.
Never mind. Okay. Hey,
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa.
We'll talk to you about the murder.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on.
What were they questioning you about?
Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting. Talked about the visa instead.
That's all I want to talk to you about anyway.
What do you need the visa for?
Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it.
You mentioned a lightsaber crystal.
Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
I've heard of those. Old stories from an earlier age. They come from a dead world. The crystals caught the last rays of a dying sun. Rare indeed, and powerful.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal.
I'll be gone.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right?
You look familiar.
I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle.
I remember.
Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic?
Not directly anymore, but I lend a hand where I'm able.
That's the first good news I've had in months. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on Onderon. It's worse than we feared. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report. But days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas.
Why is it so important if one else secedes from the Republic?
After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost to the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire Republic government could collapse. If Onderon secedes, other worlds may follow, and that can't be allowed to happen.
Why not?
Trade between our worlds has brought economic prosperity, and people just take it for granted. All worlds are now interconnected. The Senate also smooths over differences, and is a great instrument for peace. If the Republic falls apart, 1,000 little wars born out of petty rivalries will erupt over time. Eventually, the entire galaxy could be thrown into a dark age.
What was your mission?
I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition knows no bounds. I believe the people of Isis are absolutely correct. A civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time.
Let's talk about the murder.
What do you want to know about that night?
Acquaintance of mine, Dagon Gent, is being held by authorities trying to free him.
Dagon Gent didn't do it.
How can you be so sure?
Because he was with me at the time.
Why didn't you tell the authorities?
It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder.
But you didn't know anybody else who saw you.
We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
To ask you about the visa.
The information I have is vital to the Senate. I hope you can help.
I want to travel to Telos as well. There's a Republic representative there.
Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. But there are many freighters bound for Telos.
Let's see what I can do.
Helping me is not without its risks. I know you have Jedi training, so you can probably handle it. But I may be being watched. If that would compromise your mission, perhaps we should go our separate ways.
Okay, this looks like an interesting Can you tell me anything about the murder? Yeah, I may be going. I didn't really hope it's what I was looking for.
Pornace niso pamarangka do risa vota. Govana met. Sucha tolabache kamantuch. Furtek choka.
I think I'll be going. I want a drink.
Kroto no ranga manatandi goroto. Mopi una wana sichin si wano bosh. Nunchka wana sicho rana bamanga kan. Mopi dawa josi muchuto.
Can you tell me anything about the murder?
Tanto todos tu mukarata. Me ranga noroto. Dosi mana rachata.
It's mind, I guess. Question voluntary.
Kroto no ranga manatandi goroto. Mopi una wana sichin si wano bosh.
You know, Dagon.
Minsukre masukun batungala. Me rontono junsara ka roto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo rakamana sobu.
Yeah, that's something
Kroto no ranga manatandi goroto. Mopi una wana sichin si wano bosh.
You know where I can get an extra visa.
Nunchka wana sicho rana bamanga kan. Mopi dawa josi muchuto. Posa non chirinta masukin kura wanka. Posong chinsun mi karanga do mai chonga. Tu es recto na tu insula raka raka chat.
I'll be going.
Kawini malre. Una bola quechua wantungatong.
Never mind, I don't care. I think they're all racers. Let's just move on. Was not in here.
This room is reserved, off-worlder.
Talk to you about the murder.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance.
Do you know Dagon?
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf.
Who's Bekel?
She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
I'll be going. Is that everything? Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll go talk to that guy. But I don't think he's gonna give me anything now.
Pasa susho, we can.
Yeah.
Taranta.
Yeah. That was about as informative as I thought it would be. Talk to you.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you?
Can I talk to you about the murder?
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Do you know Dagon again?
Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion.
So let's talk about something else.
I'd much rather talk about something else. Focusing on the negative is no way for a gambler to live.
Never mind, I'll be going. Yeah. So, gotta find a captain, huh? Captain Rickon, huh? Oops, something's coming out. Oh, I knew him from behind.
Wisommogo dosi sheba dentes kun mostovi gita yavach, piktarishan. Bram tabanin soju. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin, wana magrable mogo.
How do you know?
Yatuka wan rika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lithpa. Kavadumpa mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawaka chuba sura dachi morutuko kansa.
Good luck with that.
More where that came from. I'll take care of this.
Hey, yeah.
That's pretty good damage.
More where that came from. Time to die.
Oh, I'm taking a few out. And they're all dead. That went well. You would think at least one of them would have a... the starport visa on them when you kill them. How else are they gonna get off? Up there, see what I'm talking about? There you go. Now I have one. Wasn't there somebody? Let's see if I can give this. So that's one visa. I don't know if I'll get any more. I don't know if I have to clear it or if I can just give it. Where is it? Not him.
Good to see you again. Any luck with the visa? Help.
Okay. Didn't say anything about the visa I got.
Tonoranga manakaran.
Alright. I have to clear it somehow. I thought there was a guy that I talked to just not too long ago. I don't think it was in this sector. These are all thugs. Commoners, blah blah, more thugs. I think this is the way out right here. Yep.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Interesting. The crowd.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Perhaps. Can I do anything with this? Guess not.
You have returned!
Never mind.
Back again, Off-Worlder? I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets.
Now you have a man named Dagon in custody?
We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder.
Who got murdered?
Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Dagon Gent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
How long has he been in question?
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him.
Can I see him? Or how can I eliminate him as a suspect?
I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble.
Can I see him?
No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously. What else do you want to know about?
Nope. Guess I didn't get
Stay out of trouble.
Guess I didn't get the information I was supposed to. Or I was supposed to talk to him first. Yeah, I was supposed to come here first.
Not in.
Yeah. Whoops.
I won't remain silent any longer.
The Republic has actively attacked us. They attack our spaceships unprovoked. What next? An invasion? Perhaps they seek to conquer us. Will you stand idly by? Will you let them bomb our city? No! If Queen Talia is so removed that she won't do what the people so clearly want, then we must show her. With force!
That's it, Ponlar. We're taking you in. You've gone too far.
Brothers and sisters, let us rise up now and march to the palace. Our will cannot be denied.
Don't do this, it won't help your cause. Innocents will die.
Sacrifices are inevitable, but it is the price of change.
Let's try Force Crusade. We'll go quietly.
I will not. My cause is just. The Queen must bow to our will.
Let's try again. Tell everyone to stop now.
My head. Everyone stop now. I will go quietly.
Your actions have averted disaster here. That was an admirable use of the Jedi teachings.
I don't know what you did, but thank you, Off-Worlder. That was too close for me.
Yeah, that was 2 points.
I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Neat. I think that should do it for this episode. Oops. I don't know if I changed something. So anyhow, if you're new to my channel and you like what you see, please subscribe, hit that like button, hit the bell for future notifications, leave a comment, all that fun stuff, and share with your friends. Thank you all for joining me. Bye for now.